citizens of Fairfield Bay and to all the boats on the bay. This is the Fairfield Bay Gadfly coming to you from the Flytrap Studio. This just in. Good afternoon, Fairfield Bay. This is the Fairfield Bay Gadfly coming to you from the Flytrap Studio on this beautiful, gorgeous, sunny day. Oh, it's so nice out there. If you like to dig in the dirt, it's a good day. Anyway, yesterday, the Fairfield Bay Community Club Board of Directors held their April meeting. It was a very interesting meeting. We had a great number of very reputable citizens of Fairfield Bay who showed up to ask some really kind of hard questions. And there were questions on finances, to include a finance chart that was very interesting on return on investment on the resort convenience store. There were other questions raised relative to the Wyndham deal. Our friend from Grand Isle made a very good point, and also it helped point out the lack of transparency by this board. Here is my idea of transparency. This is transparent. I can see my camera through the glass of water, Now, in Fairfield Bay, we seem to have transparency like this. Oh, no camera. You can't see me. I bet you'd like that. Anyway, the fact remains that when a question was brought up by Mr. Greg Duggan, who I consider to be one of the most talented individuals and astute businessmen that I've ever known, got up and asked about the possibility of numbering the ballots, put sequential numbers on the board of directors ballots that go out here within the next few days. The vice president of the board and the secretary of the election committee, Miss Shelley Dent, sat up at front and said, well, no, the process has already started. We can't make any changes now. My question is, why? Because Mr. Duggan had called down to the printing company in Little Rock, and they had told him that, they could add sequential numbers to the ballots. It would cost another $1,500. And Mr. Duggan said before the group of the people there in the boardroom that, hey, I'll pay for it. Just let me know and I'll pay for it. It's not going to cost the club anything for what I would consider transparency. And you have to think back that these questions on voting came up as a result of the 2020 national elections and all the rigmarole that went on with the various votes and vote counts and who did this and who said that and who did what. We have been dealing with this. The club should have been aware that this was coming, but they weren't. And none of the club employees, the veracity of any of them was not questioned in any form or fashion. They work hard. A lot of them have been here for 50 years, but it has nothing to do with them. It has everything to do with the climate of voting in America today. It doesn't make any difference whether it's Washington, D.C., Little Rock, Arkansas, or Fairfield Bay, Arkansas. The questions remain the same and require some form of transparency, which we are not getting. Now, Ms. Dent indicated that, they could go into executive session and talk about the possibility of doing it next year. Executive session means they go into private. You can't hear how they vote. You can't hear the discussions. All the meetings, and this is where the bylaws need to be changed. I went back and looked a little closer. And the executive meetings are primarily designed for personnel matters, but it has turned into its own little session, private session, where members cannot see how the individual board members vote or what the discussions are. So it's time to change that. It's time for open meetings except for personnel matters. And I would hope that going forward, when we have a new board, which hopefully we will, that there will be changes for the positive. So we won't have to deal with these conspiracy theories and stuff like that. But the fact of the matter remains that it has to be addressed on the club level, and the board has to do it. Now, will they do it? I don't know. It doesn't appear that they want to do it. So, that's all I can say is that it's time, if you really truly believe in transparency, that you do things in public and you get it out. And so we go back to my favorite mythical creature, the honest politician. Now, do you want to be a myth or do you want to be real? It's time to open things up and show what the board is doing every move you make. Now, I've been told, or I saw it, I should say, that, and I don't even know if this person even watches any of the Gadfly videos, they reference them and they say, "Your silly videos." Oh, well, I mean, if they weren't silly, it wouldn't be fun doing it, would it? Now, if I can't laugh at myself, then I'm sure all of you will, or you already do, something like that. But for those people who believe that what I have here is a silly video, I have something for you today. I really do. I'm looking forward to this. And as I close out today, this is for all the people who consider my videos silly. Silly string. Oh, got me. Oh. Y'all have a good day. This is the Fairfield Bay Gadfly signing off for now.